Kia ora koutou, no mai, haere mai, and welcome to Frogs on Friday. And it's a little bit of a dreary, rainy one today, but we're probably about due for one of those. Okay, so today we have a focus on, of course, it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week. So our Mahi Media will focus on that. We are joined by Simi Saraf, who will give us a bit of an update on the Auckland market, particularly around the jobs and employment. Obviously, it's been a big old year and lots happening, so good to keep our finger on the pulse there. And we'll go through our hot jobs as usual and our Twitter poll. So let's start off with Mahi Media. Okay, now, of course, we're nearing the end of the Top Dog campaign. So, and it really is, as well as being, the feel-good campaign of the year, it is actually about promoting well-being and mental health within the workplace. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about some of the benefits of having a dog in the workplace, whether that's your office, or your home office, as I am today. Now, I'll just see if I can. She's a reluctant attendee to the show today, but having a bit of a sleep is my dog Bo. I think she's a bit tired out after rolling in something absolutely disgusting this morning on our walk. But there are some usual better benefits of having a dog in the workplace. So I thought I'd go through some of those. So for the top 5, I thought number 1 is definitely that they are very good at reducing anxiety levels. So playing with the dog can actually elevate levels of serotonin and dopamine, which can help calm and relax. And it's been a bit of a hectic year, so I'm sure everyone could do with a bit of calming and relaxing this year. Another benefit is that it encourages staff to work in the office. So I know some managers, with the rise of hybrid working and working from home, that they're doing what they can to be able to encourage people back into the office. So it has been found that having a dog in the office does reduce absenteeism, and really gives you that extra motivation to come into the office to see your canine colleague. Number 3, reduces stress. So whether it's just been a bit of a tough day and you need some bit of TLC with the office pooch, or in some places it might be that the nature of your work or the workplace can be quite a stressful environment. So whether that's, for example, one of the Top Dogs with a Job entries worked within the court system. So it might be in a therapy environment or general healthcare. So there's lots of environments where dogs are there to play a really important part in being able to be that calming influence. And of course, they're not so judgy. They're happy to go up to anyone and give that calming presence. Number 4, promotes a healthy lifestyle most of the time. So having a dog around, it definitely encourages you to take breaks. I know Bo definitely, she can be a bit of a bad influence, actually, trying to encourage me to take a lot more breaks to play fetch or catch outside. But it is good to take that step away from your screen from time to time as well. And of course, getting out and about for exercise as well is important. And number 5, well, it's just got to be said, it increases the fun factor, doesn't it? So, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So really important to be able to inject a bit of fun into your work life as well. Okay, So let's change tack a little bit and have a look at some of the hot jobs we have on offer at the moment. Okay, so first up, we have a juicy role. So it's a Deputy General Manager within the retail space. This one is based in Auckland, in head office here, and responsible for a range of activities, including the brand and general marketing, working closely together with the marketing team and other departments, as well as being able to push through general sales. If you're interested in this role, get in touch with Julia Yen. Okay, next up, another Auckland role, this time a temp position. This is an operations facilities coordinator. This is a temporary position and looking to start from the 10th of October. So a little bit of time to put your hand up if you're interested in this one. Regular hours, Monday to Friday, 8 till 4:30. And this one is looking at being able to coordinate different requests across 52 sites. So things like coordinating contractors, assessing costs, and making sure that the jobs progress through on time. If you're interested in this role, contact Kirsty Hennigan. And lastly, we have the compliance analyst, again, another Auckland-based role. This one, Simi, who will be on the show later, is running this one, so be sure to get in touch with her. For here, they're specifically looking if you have experience in brokerage compliance, will be a much needed attribute for this particular position. And experience with NZX will be a benefit as well. Okay. All right, so let's go through. I think we have a video from Shav Neal. So with a final shout out for if you're looking to get your hands on our P2P Post market report.
Kia ora team, the 2022 Employment and Salary Trends Report is here. This report looks at trends found in the current labour market, both from the candidate and an employer perspective. And of course, the hot topic of am I being paid the right amount? We have spoken with industry leaders to help create this report. This report helps you to gain insights for yourself, but also to hire the best people for your team. Give me a call on 09 362 0781 or send me a message on LinkedIn to book a meeting with me to go through the comprehensive report.
Excellent. And now we're joined by Simi Saraf, who's going to tell us all about the Auckland market at the moment. So how is the employment and job market looking?
Yeah, it's a bit dicey at the moment. What we are seeing, especially in this month of September, is it's pretty hard to find the right talent for the roles we have been recruiting. It is getting a little bit tight finding those candidates. Yeah.
Okay. And what specializations or industries are you seeing that are in the most demand for candidates lately?
Especially what I'm recruiting for and what some of my colleagues are recruiting for, we are seeing a lot of opportunities that have come up in the accounts side of it. So we are looking for accountants, account receivable, account payable. We have got some talent acquisition shortage as well. We've got some of the customer services roles as well and the product manager role. So majority of them are the accounts one, which we are looking into filling it at the moment.
It's really interesting. And do you have any advice or tips for job seekers who might be struggling to find a new role?
Yeah, I would say for all the candidates and the job seekers, I would suggest that they especially look at the advertisement really very carefully and the job description when they are talking to the recruiter, because some of the people are just applying for any roles. It's just a wastage of time, their time and our time as well. We can always help them, but they need to look at what they actually want to do. Sometimes they don't even know that they do have those transferable skills, which we can find after talking to them, but just applying for any random roles is not helpful. And also, when people they apply, you talk to them, they say, oh, we are a quick learner, but that's not helpful. I think you apply for the roles which you really have developed skills and where you have developed those transferable skills, so that we can put you in the right jobs.
Great, thanks for that, Simi. Yeah, I think that's a good point. We've said a lot this year about how hot the job market is for candidates. But now is the time to be really quite targeted in your job search and to really think about the skills that you have as well as what's important to you going forward and go after those opportunities. And of course, we're here to help. So I can see in the comments there, we've got Kinza is looking for work. So that's great, Kinza. Feel free to go onto our website, frogrecruitment.co.nz, and have a look through some of the vacancies that we have. And again, see if there's something specific that meets your experience, but also what you're looking for the future. Okay. So let's go through, I think all that's left is to go through, have a look at the polls. Okay, now it was actually a couple of weeks ago, so I actually lost my voice last week, so I couldn't run Frogs last week. So we've had this one up for an extra week. So we asked, has your office embraced a more relaxed dress code post-pandemic? I think the most interesting thing from the results here is the 6.5% who said no, it's actually got more formal. So bit of a surprise there. So with roughly half said no, actually it hasn't made a big change, but a big percentage, 42%, saying yes, it's definitely a lot more casual. So yeah, I think it's here to stay in those trends where comfort is key. Okay, so let's look at this week's. Now, of course, we had to ask a question about dogs and how it relates to mental health this week in particular. So have you found having a dog has improved your mental and physical health? So an easy one there, yes or no. I think I know how this one's going to pan out, but we'll have to wait to see the results. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here next week, same time, Friday, 12:30. See you then.